now tuned into the greatest.
Anyway, we got a lot.
I know you used the Rode Video Mic Go, but like, have you ever considered getting a lapel?
A what? What?
The small mic that attaches to your, just exact way that one, but higher quality.
Yeah,
it's a little cheaper too.
Like a lavalier mic, right?
Like a lapel, yeah.
Yeah. I was, but the only thing I will say is they're wireless. So for me, it's just like,
it's better. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but like the thing is I would have to hold it like this. I could make a clip where I could hold it, but I don't want to hold it. So here's another. I could clip it on here and then just turn this mic off too. But I just feel like I have them separate. I like the way this one sounds, the condenser mic. But I realized I had my decibels off. So instead of being at like 8 or 9 gain, I was at 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you learning about audio shit. My bad.
I mean, listen, I'll be honest, man. I'm not good at it. I'm not, like, I try to tell people all the time, I am not good at video editing, shooting. My shit's out of focus all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm more focused on the food, where there's other people that focus.
Yeah, I feel you.
There's other people that focus on, a lot more on, making it, doing their food creations and really focusing on the shot, like chili pepper. Oh shoot. You lost me.
Knocked off the battery.
I just hold on 1 second.
Yo, did you see I don't know if you saw it. I sent a text to the chat with my fully rigged out my camera, because like I don't want to use my phone. I can attach my phone to the camera and use that as a monitor, but it loses my phone. Like I lose the functionality of my phone. So
wait, hold on. Say that one more time.
The next paycheck. So like usually if I'm out on a shoot, I don't use my phone. Like if I'm doing this filming, this becomes my monitor, my phone specifically. But like if it's just me filming, yeah. But if I'm filming myself, obviously I want full functionality of my phone just in case phone calls or whatever the fuck it is. I would like an actual monitor on the camera, but it's like another $150 that I don't want to buy. I don't want to pay right now. At least not yet.
But you know what, man? They make point and shoot cameras now that are very accurate, bro.
No, I know. I know.
But it is super convenient to shoot from your phone, man. But it's like when you use a mirrorless or a DSLR, like the quality difference is crazy, bro. Like,
I know.
And it's
like
just because
this camera is amazing. Yeah. Like it's so small, but it's attached to my.
Yeah, we're shooting
PC
with the same thing, right? We're both shooting with the A6000. Yeah. Like this, it's perfect for this. And I have the kit lens on. I don't even have the Sigma on. Kit lens. Sigma's better, much more supreme, but I have the kit lens on, and I couldn't agree more.
No, who cares, bro? Yeah, it is what it is, man.
But very
important.
Let's talk about the ramen, because this is getting good, bro. This is getting good, man.
It is getting ridiculous,
dog. I see the support from, man. I wish I was there. I wish I could come check it out. But like, isn't it dope? It's dope, dude. It's dope how an idea can turn into fruition,
So I think I formulated 70 bowls for Monday, and I was like, I didn't take into account where I have to save 2 quarts of the mother stock. So around 3 p.m. I was like, I'm counting everything because I still have pre-orders till 5, and I'm like, I think I'm done. Like I can't sell anymore because then I'll run out of the mother. Now it's not too big of a deal, but like I've already built fucking 5 weeks of flavor into there. I don't want to lose it. Yeah. So I called it right there. So 63 bowls total on Monday, netting me just about $1,200.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Stupid. That's the most earned $1,200 I've ever had to work for. It was so.
I bet you probably sweating.
I felt so fucking good. I was running. I was like turning off. I was on phone call, fucking making balls and shit. I was like, yeah, it'll be right in, coming in. Yeah, I got stuff. Click, boom, boom, turn around. Soup, out, packaging. Oh my God, it was bananas. But I'm getting closer. Yeah. The whole thing is like I just want to have the down payment for a lease. This is why I'm doing it myself for now.
Yeah.
As soon as I get one, bro, training right there, boom. Somebody before we even get into the fucking building.
Yep.
And then I'll keep on doing the things at the other restaurant while the other one's getting built. But as soon as I get a hood and a stove there, bro, we switching over. Like everybody goes over
I would
there.
see. You know what? I would see if you actually need a hood. Ask the You should ask the health department or see
building
what the
department?
regulations are.
Yeah.
Because I know that,
I think I'm still gonna need it because I'll be roasting like the pork and shit.
okay,
Yeah.
but okay. You know what? But I think it's still worth it. I know that like a good example is like if you have a food truck. You know, a good example. If you have a food truck, you can get to you can make certain things without having to be like approved by anybody, right? Now, on the other hand, if you're frying, baking, or sautéing, I think it's a different scenario. But what I'm more referring to is like, you know, you can get away with just having not a convection, but just a hood without the Ansel system, right? If you don't have open flame.
Oh, yes.
Like that's what I'm referring to. So like, I know for a good example, you know, somebody was leasing a space that just had induction burners, and these don't require a hood. You know what I'm saying? Because
Really?
it's not open. Yes. And
Because there's no flame underneath.
I don't know where I saw it.
Interesting.
I'm
making a note of that, Brandon. Right the fuck now.
Yeah,
Induction
make a note
specifically,
because, and then also the same thing with the roasting. If you have a tabletop oven, you don't have to have a hood for it, especially if it's electric. Yeah, so like gas powered, you have to have a hood, right? Because it's gas, right? But I know that a lot of restaurants and pastry shops, right? Pastry shops especially are doing like the quick service without hoods. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you pull up to the window
because it's tabletop.
Yeah, I have to do a little more information. I just saw it out of
okay.
Like, I don't know who I was talking to about it, but they were asking me like if it was legit, and then I remember like going down the rabbit hole. And especially like with these Breville, you know, like the Breville oven, dude, I gotta admit, I haven't used it yet, but I'm pretty sure like it's pretty dope. But I'm just saying like it's worth it to look because the hood systems it's going to cost you 17 to 20 G's.
It's gonna, I know.
That's one of your biggest expenses in the kitchen. And not only that, to get them installed, like that's not even considering trust me, because I'm going through this process right now, Casey.
Yeah.
That's not even including installation. The installation,
I know.
They literally have to lift them up, put in the hood, or they have to go from the roof. That's so if there's a way.
I've been shopping around, man. I'm just like, God damn it. Literally, the hoods are like 70% of the cap. Like on all like my expenses. Yeah. Equipment is nothing. Fucking hoods and walk-in, holy shit. Yeah. Holy shit.
Okay, but here's the thing. Do you need a walk-in? Do you need a walk-in?
When I say walk-in, the Charlesons. Yeah, the Charlesons.
We call him Trudy. What's up, girl? Like True Value? We call it Trudy. It's so funny because I just did it.
Or maybe not Charleston. Maybe I'll go with Hoshizaki instead. Because like the Charlestons are so finicky. I've worked with them for I mean, you probably have them too. Like they break down so fucking fast for some reason. Don't know why.
You know what I tell people? You know what I tell people? Get the fucking warranty on that shit. Doesn't matter. Even if it's an extra $1,000, get the fucking warranty and have it ready to go. Because I'm telling you right now, it happens all the time. Like, you know, like it's just.
I'll send you the blueprints. So I have like I have the format of the izakaya style or like layout.
Yeah.
But it's essentially like 4 induction burners for the soups.
Yeah. Yep.
And then like I don't want to say induction flat top, but induction flat top for the rest of the stuff.
Yeah. Maybe
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just depends which one's cheaper, which one I can get. And then I really want the pasta boiler, the programmable cooker.
Yeah.
Kind of like a set it, forget it, literally.
You'll figure it out.
Seconds.
My only advice is to be very conservative with spending the money. Okay. So
Trust me, I know.
Look, as chefs, we get all, you know, bushy-tailed and bright-eyed when we see new kitchen stuff and everybody tries to convince you that you need this one, you need that one. Bro, listen, you're making ramen. You're not making, a freaking, you need to don't put the cart before the horse. If you spend, let's say you spend $30,000 on this kitchen and you use all of your capital and you don't consider marketing or staffing or anything else along those lines, but you got a badass kitchen, guess what? You're going to be in that bitch by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
honestly, it's definitely popping off, man. It's crazy right now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Yeah,
pre-orders to like.
Yeah, and listen, I was trying to tell. I don't know who I was trying to tell. I was like, you don't need to open 5 days a week. Just keep it at one, maybe two pre-orders. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it 100, man. Keep it at the pace that you know it works for you. You know, dude, that light is so bright. I gotta.
Yeah, it just turned on right now.
Yeah.
California was just like, "Yep, today's light."
You know what? Let me see if I can just cover that one spot up real quick. Okay.
Yeah, you good.
We'll
You
just
good,
pause.
you good.
I like try to push the pause button. Hold on. Let me just try. Let's see. Usually we can get away with it, but like that was just like crazy.
Yeah, it was like blaring.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was texting Jonathan. I was trying to get your brother up, but I think he's a little busy still. But when he gets the time, he says he's gonna swing
He
out.
is so unbelievably busy. I don't know how he fucking does it, man. Listen, honestly, he's burning the candle at both ends, just like I am. But like, the problem is he's in a fully operating restaurant. He's a chef at a fully operating restaurant in a hotel, and the general manager just put in his notice and fucking left. So he's doing.
Oh wow,
he's doing two
triple
positions.
duty right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And also on the weekend, he's side hustling his the stacked kitchens, which is growing substantially, right?
Yeah,
And
no
the
fast.
problem
I've seen the updates,
yeah.
man.
But you know what? Listen. It's not about the workload. It's about how you carry the workload. That is what is fucking important, man. I try to tell people, man, like, dude.
Mm-hmm. Like even with my 60 bowls on the Monday, like I was like positioning myself so I don't get overwhelmed. You know, if I have to stop orderings, I will fucking stop orderings. You know, it's much more important to me to get everything perfect on the bowl. Yeah. Instead of fucking just mass getting everything, like who cares about that? I want the bowl experience to be at 100 every fucking time. So I think it paid off. Even though people are a little mad, it's okay.
What?
I was like, there's always next week.
That's your 86?
No, but I keep turning it off. Like it will go live for like 2 minutes. It will get populated and I'll turn it off. I'm like, that's all I'm taking today. And then do it again. I'll wait like half an hour, do it again, populate, turn it off. Because I can turn on and off the online ordering on the website, which is phenomenal. Yeah. So I was doing that till like 3 p.m. and then I did the overhead count and then that was it pretty much.
Yeah. I mean,
so I sold out at 3 o'clock.
I would argue that you should get a person in there. You can pay a daily rate, like $100. Say, hey, I'll pay you $100 for the day, and just get somebody in there. So that way you're able to take on those orders, because that's all you're missing, Casey.
I know.
You listen, you can say whatever you want, bro, but you already know the solution, man. Like, you just need one person, and then you're the air traffic controller. You just need one cook for a ramen station. You don't even need 3-4 people. You're doing one dish and that's it. You jump in when needed.
Bro, it's literally 2 dishes.
You need to be organizing the orders, taking the orders. So if I were you, I would definitely look for somebody to work for the full day. $100. Give them $100, bro. Get them.
Yeah.
Wait. Dude. Hold on. You said you made $1,200, right? You said you made $1,200. Arguably, you could have made double. You could have been in the 2,000 range if you would have had one body. So think about that.
If I had one body,
you could offer that person $350, and it'd be totally fine. You need to sell. Okay, how many you charge? How much you charge for a ramen bowl?
18.
Yeah, so you need to sell literally fucking 6 ramen bowls to pick. Come on, bro.
I know.
I know. Yeah. You want to do everything. I got it. I want to be. I want to be the superhero.
It's just like I have to. It was if I'm going to do that, right? The thoughts that will be then. I need to prep more on the weekend. So like on Sunday, literally double the amount of stock, double the amount of protein, etc. Pretty much.
But you're not wasting anything. Your perishable items. Listen. Look, I'll play devil's avocado.
I have none.
You're talking to a chef over here, bro. Pork belly. You could arguably cryo vac. You could cryo vac and freeze it for the next week. It's not gonna. It's so fatty. Yeah. You're totally fine.
I know.
Or you could just bury it in the sauce. You could bury it in the sauce. If it gels over, you're good. Like just
bro. It's in confit. You know how crazy that is.
What?
Like if I don't use it. I know if I don't use it, it'll congeal. It sticks in the freezer. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. But
same thing with your stock. You have a mother stock. You keep on.
The mother stock gets frozen. Yep, 2 quarts every week.
One guy. I was watching it. It's on Eater.com. YouTube. They never stop the ramen stock. They never stop it. It keeps going constantly.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
It's been going for years. And what they do is they just start another fresh one, and it's always going. But Casey, you got problems. I got solutions, bro. Okay. That's all Listen, I tell everybody all the time, don't bring me the motherfucking problem. Bring me a problem and a solution.
I know.
Like that's the thing. That's we need to talk about this though, because that's what changes the mindset from like the poverty mindset that I used to have. Like this, I'm not gonna lie, man. I used to be fucking broke. I used to be like broke as shit, like broke.
Yeah.
And what I realized is like nobody's coming to help me figure this shit out. Nobody gives you a crash course on finances. And that's why I have to be honest. Like I see all these people giving financial advice online, and I see like in the comment sections where they're like, oh, you shouldn't do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Yes, they should be doing this. Like, yes, they should. Please tell me. Like all these millionaires giving their advice and showing people how to like, hey, this is how I buy this asset. Like, I think it's the same thing with restaurants. I think with restaurateurs and chefs, they should be talking about, hey, what makes a restaurant tick? How did you become successful? Nobody talks about that, man.
Yeah, nobody does talk about it.
How awesome.
I know the solutions too. I'm just being hard-headed. I just want to make my goal. But it's just the one goal, Brandon.
I know. The 1,000 bowls?
Yeah, just the one goal. Literally, I just want the one goal.
That's a
for me. Just the one goal.
That's real cute.
Thank you.
That's real cute. But you know what drives me? Dollar signs, my guy.
I know.
Dollars.
You're gonna fucking say that.
And I'm not. Listen,
I know.
I'm not a bougie. I'm not a freaking. Listen, I am. Don't get me wrong. I am not a freaking gold digger. You know what I mean? I wear dog. If it wasn't for my wife buying me clothes, I swear to God, I wouldn't buy clothes. I wouldn't spend money on clothes. But that's another story. How awesome would it be if David Chang came out with a course on how to open up a noodle shop? You would fucking sign up with the quickness, no matter
100%.
No matter
100%.
Now, oh shit, my AC. Hold on. So
I am in talks with one person though.
Oh yeah, tell me about that.
I'm just waiting. Yeah, I am in talks with one person, and I meant to inquire you about your brain because I know you've dealt with this. How would you position yourself?
I'm in the tech.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm in the tech world.
So we're kind of in the first stages of talking. Okay. How would you propose your business model for them to kind of look at it? Do I bring P&Ls?
Okay.
Do I bring statistics?
Yeah. So I will be honest. You cannot bring P&Ls. You cannot bring anything right now. What you need to do is propose a business deck.
Business deck.
Okay. I will let me send you a copy of the one I just recently did because it'll help you put things in perspective. So I think a lot of people, and I made this mistake as well, you don't really have a business to show right now. You do have the LLC and all that, but you're still in the idea phase. Now, let me ask you something. What were they offering specifically?
None yet. They're just, hey, are you looking to take on an investor as of right now? That's all the talk we got. That's all I got. I haven't replied yet. Okay. Figured I'd get your perspective first before I do reply.
Yeah.
Obviously I want to say yes. I just, what there's nothing wrong with talking, whatever it is. But
great. So
I just want to be prepared.
I would say your most ideal situation is you need to look for a real estate investor that owns commercial real estate. Okay. And let me tell you why, because the thing is this would be the best bet for you because one, you can get a good price on the rent. So let's say they have a piece of commercial real estate that they just need to get income coming in. That's it. They just need to get income and tenants in, right? You would be the perfect opportunity because guess what? He would give you, he or she, sorry, I know it's 2022.
They will give us?
They will give you the capital, right? To build your restaurant inside or whatever it is, right? They'll give you the capital for that. That is two birds, one stone. The next thing is they are not in the restaurant business. So they will not have any say in how you want to structure your menu or anything like that. So that would be the most ideal candidate for you to invest into you. Okay.
Interesting.
Next. If this person is a restaurateur or if he loves ramen and they just want to invest in you as a person, you need to figure out where their money is coming from. Bottom line. Right. Okay. And also I would definitely figure out how much that they want to invest. And, they're going to try to position that back onto you. Like, well, how much do you need? So what you want to do is create an investor deck. Okay. And that means, this is still an idea. This is my goals. These are my ambitions. And basically you want to show that I'll send you a copy of my pitch deck that is, built for a restaurant. It's perfect. It's ideal, but then you have to present yourself. And then you tell them, the
Correct.
operation, and then here's my goals. This is where I see 3 to 5 years. This is how much revenue I see. This is the revenue split. And in all honesty, it's all hypothetical. But what I do is I undersell, over deliver.
Of course.
I think that's really
always.
Yeah. Because if not, it's like, not all money is good money, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just recently learned this, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in the tech world, man. The freaking, it's grimy. Okay. I don't care what anybody says. The shit is fucking grimy. Okay. Like, I see people, they offer money for businesses, or they offer, like, they'll give you the startup cost, they'll give you that, but they want fucking 90% of the business, like, or they want to say in how the business is
that's
ran.
tough.
Yeah. So like a good example is if you're taking the money, like let's say he wants to give you $250K, right? Let's just say, or $100K. But he wants, 40% of the business or the equity. Like you're in a tough position, but for the long term, that's not a good idea. It's just not.
Yeah.
I think the better idea is, if you were, if like, let's just say he is an investor, he has a lot of money, and he just wants to get into owning a few restaurants, and this is his first restaurant.
Got it.
It would be better, Casey, if he were to hire you as a W-2 employee, right? With your current salary.
Work from.
Yeah. With your current salary that you're making at Cafe Matisse, being the CDC, right? So structure the deal where it's like, hey, how about this? Look, I've been a W-2 employee for the last 10 years. For me, I can take on this burden, but this is what I'm going to need, or else it's too risky for me, right? So
got it.
Do you see what I'm saying? So like, say, hey,
got it. Hey, I do get what you're saying. Yeah.
So hey, how about for the first year, we work out where you pay me X amount of dollars, right? And be honest with with the lowest you can take.
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah.
Like, and just say, hey, for the first year, and then let's, and then you put in the deal, like let's make multiple avenues to ownership, because I want to be, an owner. But let's just say this is where we're at, right? You take care of operating costs, you take care of all of this. I do the operations, the things that he or she doesn't want to do, right? They're not going to be there, changing out the water for the fucking ramen, right? Or braising the pork belly. They're not going to do that. But that is the value that you offer at this moment. So then in 1 year, depending on if all the capital has been returned, you have this avenue, you have this avenue. One of those avenues is, you're fully vested. Another avenue would be, whatever that looks like, that it's very user specific. But all I'm saying is like, I think right now what you need to do first is create a deck, right? A Tenome deck of, okay, you're Casey, you're the operator, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'll show you. Let me send, let me.
Okay.
I'm going to share this with you right now.
When you send it out, it definitely makes sense, because like, I was just thinking, I have a business plan. I put some numbers down together, and I definitely have all that set.
But here, let me tell you something, because the business plan is good, but I will be honest, a business plan is meant for banks, right? And I feel like let me just put this here real quick. Okay, I want you to open this up so we can look over it. I just sent it to you.
You gonna email it?
But I think when you make a business plan, it's great, but that's usually for a bank. When you're talking to an investor, it's better if you do an interactive deck slideshow. Like a good example is like this right here.
Wait, are we? This is your stuff though. Do we want to open this?
No. You don't open it on the computer.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I was like, what? I was like, okay, we're not doing this.
Well, you can open it.
Got it.
Just don't share the screen. But let's go through it together, so I can like kind of hypothetically speak. So the first page, right? What is it about? You know what I'm saying? And have something fierce.
I see that.
See, you are very good at videography, cinematography. So that first page needs to be absolutely soul crushing, right? Like this is what it's about. For me, it's live fire, but where it's located, the font needs to be perfect. But if you go to the next page, we'll just like kind of we'll just kind of glance through this. For everybody that doesn't know, what we're doing right now is we're going over a restaurant deck. And so basically, boom, then you see the concept, and then you need to have a good few statements that you can explain while you're talking to this investor. Next is what is it going to be? What's the menu going to be like? What is your goal? Like, that's it. And then also what's
This
really
is
important,
broken down fucking
then
phenomenally.
this is a comp. This is the next page is going to be your comp set, right? So what I like to do and what I think is the best, is a competitive set, right? So you take where you want to open up or where the location is going to be. You take any ramen shops in that area and you compare them. And it doesn't have to be. And listen, the thing is it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need statistics. Like,
Of course,
literally.
Yeah.
You know what I would do? You know what I do? I call the fucking restaurant and say, hey, question. How much do you guys do in a night? Like how many seats do you have? How many do in a night? Guess what? You can get a general consensus of the revenue they do. How many? Because you can see the hours of operation online, right? Casey, we can all put 2 and 2 together, right? Like,
Oh, of course.
yeah. And so you have 5 restaurants, but look, you are at an advantage if there's no ramen in that area, but you're also at a disadvantage because there's no ramen in that area. But you can show, like, I wouldn't show your sales yet until you get to something.
Of course.
Till you can get to something that puffs your chest out, right? Like, the only thing that you can say, because, like, I don't know, it's very difficult, right? Like, but anyway, if you go, because, like, for you it's different because, like, you're not even at like 10, like, you're not even at 50K yet, so it's very difficult.
Correct.
But what you can do is put in like the sales projection, right? So this is mine. I think we're on the 3rd page or something, and
we're on the 3rd page.
Yep. And then what's really important as you start to close, you want to talk about your brand positioning. What separates you from everybody else? What is the food? What is the food going to look like? Right? You see these pictures in here, all dope.
I do.
Then you go down and you're going to talk about your staff levels. This is very important because labor is your biggest cost. I don't care what anybody says. Labor is your biggest and most
100%.
important cost, right?
100%, bro.
I always go double the amount that I need because anytime you're opening a restaurant or an operation, you're going to need. So, you have to account for people quitting and not working out, right? And it's better if you train everybody one shot. It's better to invest in the beginning. Then I talk about how I am going to prioritize your investment, right? So I think what's really important is tell the person that you're borrowing the money from, hey, this is what I'm going to do with your money, okay? Because at the end of the day, Casey, I don't care what anybody says. Listen, and I'm living proof of this. You do not have any say in how other people want to use their money. Bottom line.
Yep.
Listen, I've had people. Listen, I'll be honest, my guy. I've had someone tell me I want this specific machine, and I'm just like, okay, like we can do that, but hey, this one's a lot better, and it's gonna last a lot longer. Or actually, this machine is way too expensive. I think it's double the price, and I can get it for this amount of dollars. But guess what? At the end of the day, you can only make the recommendation, right? You have no say in how they want to write that check, bro. Just remember that. And then as you can see when you go down, then you need to have a good profile picture of you with the 3 to 5
and then your ROI.
Vision. Yeah. So if you look at the last page, that's pretty much closing out. Casey, I don't know if you see the last page, 3 to 5 year vision.
I do. I'm on it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the goal. And like, so I can just use my, example, like, this has a clear path of success, right? Crystal clear. You can see it. You can feel it. You don't know what the fuck
I do.
But remember, the person is investing in you, right? Like, they're not investing in your concept. They're investing in you. That's why I think the real estate person is the best bet. But listen,
it's clutch. Yeah.
Yeah. So get to have a cup of coffee with the guy or a cup of tea with the guy or the girl. I don't know. I don't know if it's a guy or girl. I just don't want to be gender.
It's a both. It's a couple. It's a couple that came in. So what happened? What transpired was last week they came in. I couldn't seat them, like, or rather, I ran out of stuff. I was like, hey, would it be possible if you guys can come back the week after? I'll sit you outside on a patio. And the patio was available, and then I'll serve you guys the ramen. Like, I'm very sorry. Like, I really want to give you guys this stuff, but I just don't have it. Yeah. Came in this week. I was like, oh my god, hey. He was like, hey, you remember me? I was like, of course I remember. I literally turned you down last week, and then blah blah. So they sit down. I make the ramen bowls. I sit them outside. I was like, I'm very sorry for the wait. I just had a couple of other orders that I just to finish up right now. Here it is, and then I gave them like an extra side of pork or some shit. I think it was an extra side of pork. As we were sitting, they were having it. I didn't check on them, nothing, because now I'm back on the computer, the KDS. I'm filling out like 2 more orders.
No, you're back.
Maybe 10 minutes go by.
To the stove because you're too ego driven to get a fucking employee. Say it how it is, Casey. I want to hear you fucking say it.
Oh my goodness. So I was back on the stove because I was being a hard ass.
Yeah.
And then I go back and check. I was like, hey, is everything all right? You know, everything suited fine. The only thing that they both uttered were, again, this is quote unquote, right? These are some of the best ramen bowls we've ever had. And then just drops me a bill. I was like, would you mind if I just like take like two? I'm just gonna plug it into the system. I don't have cash. He's like, no. That's all you. I was like, okay.
Hey, take it. Look,
Boom.
take
Out of my way.
Take the money. Take the money.
Yeah.
Don't question it. It makes it more awkward when you question it. I used to do this, and then what I realized is when in the upper echelon of people, listen, money is not important to them like it is to us. Money is a tool. Money gets you what you want.
Gotcha.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that in mind. So,
but they were very nice. You know, yeah. I truly appreciate it. So I just really want to thank you.
Yeah. So then the conversation went, hey, if you ever looking to open your own restaurant, then, holler at us.
He literally emailed me back like 2 hours later with those sentences in it.
Yeah. What did it say exactly? So I can.
It's like, hey, hold on, I'll open it for you right now.
Just don't mention your names, but I'll give you.
Oh, of course,
stick of advice.
XYZ, it was absolutely our pleasure. Really enjoyed meeting you and your clear sense of determination.
Yes.
Are you interested in taking on personal investors? No pressure, but have been looking for something to get involved in that helps the community. This is verbatim.
Yes, absolutely. Put this fucking deck together and don't waste another second, because what you need to do.
I'm not waiting. Literally tomorrow.
This goes to any other chef out there, or young chef or young cook. You don't need to wait. Okay. You need to explore every opportunity and see if it's a good fit for you. So Casey, in your personal position, I mean, obviously I know you because we're friends now. The problem is you are a CDC somewhere else right now.
Correct. That's the main issue right now.
The only advice I will give you is you don't want to lose that income. That's the only thing that's holding you back. Nothing else. Nothing else. There's
Yep.
Yeah, nothing else. That restaurant's not going anywhere ever. Until they sell, but it's for sale right now. So the thing is you need to put down some facts. Okay, the facts is this Matisse is selling. Okay, it's on the market to be sold. You're ready to do this. You've already been through stage ugly, my guy. All you need to do is fail now.
Been there, done that. I'm waiting for.
So what you need to do is, just like I told you, present that deck and say, hey, can we have a cup of coffee? Can we go have some tea somewhere? I'd like to talk about this more. Then go and just have the conversation. Don't see what type of people these are, because if your partners aren't the right partners for you, they're not the right partners for you. And the thing is you will know within a conversation or two whether or not it's going to be a good fit. Because I'll tell you right now, I had a very high up person at Google. I'm not going to say his name. Offer me to open a restaurant in Palo Alto, right? And the thing is I wouldn't do it because of the conflict of interest of where I'm working, right? Because they're ultimately like, it's, it'd be like, I don't know, stealing. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that, but anyway, he's like, hey, if you ever want to open a restaurant, you let me know. I have a space in Palo Alto that, that needs, to fill, but it's no rush. He's like, but I think it'd be cool, like blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, it ultimately just didn't feel well, because I know what type of person he is in real life. You know what I'm saying? Because I've cooked this guy multiple times. And let me tell you something. He's just not like, I don't want to say, I can't really, he's not the type of person that does things out of passion like we do for the restaurants. He's a very numbers driven person, right? And unfortunately, you need to decide, and you need to tell like the person that you're taking the money from, like, hey, usually the investment for the first year is non-existent, right? Like when you open a restaurant, there is a 90% failure rate, right? Let's be honest.
100%.
I don't care how good the food is, how awesome the service is. If you don't have butts in the seat, or if you don't have people ordering, guess what? The restaurant's not going to be successful. And I think what's the only way to combat that is to keep the capital low. Keep it low as possible, and then scale as you start to grow, right? This is very important. So like a good example is like, you're not going to go and ask this guy for $250K. Like,
no, not even.
No.
But
what you can do is say, hey, you look around and you see a spot to lease. If they don't have real estate already, you look for a spot to lease, see what that costs. Then you get a real honest cost on your kitchen, right? Seriously, like a really good cost on your kitchen. What it would take to, open up, what it would take to cover your salary, what it would take to get to where you need to be 100% to sell that first ramen bowl in a brick and mortar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then from there, that's your initial investment. But you need to be clear in the next 3 to 5 years. Do you want a franchise?
Yep.
Do you just want to have one restaurant? Because here's the thing. This is just like I tell everybody. You are not going to make money off of one restaurant. I'm sorry. Your first tsunami brick and mortar is not going to be the moneymaker. You know what's going to be the moneymaker? When you open that second and third and fourth and fifth location. Okay.
Yep.
Now, what that looks like, I have no idea. That has to come from you, because ultimately, if it was me, what I would do with that is I would definitely have ghost kitchens. I wouldn't even waste a second. I would have one brick and mortar, and then I would multiply into ghost kitchens, because ultimately,
ghost kitchens,
in the New Jersey area, because then you can manage it. You can manage it good, and you don't need a full staff. You just need a partial staff, and you can go in and set it up. A cloud kitchen literally takes less than a week to set up, get the kitchen equipment in there, and you're running. You're fully operatable. But the thing is the rent is kind of expensive. But ultimately, you need to figure this out for yourself, Casey. I can't do that. You need to the first step in getting that packet together is really important. So you have three layers to this. So the next step would be have a conversation with the guy, right? Like, and his wife or whatever, and really see what they're about. Just because they were excited about a bowl of ramen doesn't come down to writing that check. Do you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, everybody changes.
I could I can feel they're really, because I come off like when I serve you my, obviously we're not really seeing me. I'm in the kitchen cooking, but if I'm able to stop by and literally give you this passionately crafted bowl that I've been fucking working on for 20 years.
Kitchen cooking, you need to say I am in the kitchen strapped to the stove because I'm too ego driven
got it.
to get another employee.
Got it. Sorry. So I've been strapped to the kitchen,
fucking tied to the.
But yeah,
I get it though.
They can literally feel
it
to
come out perfect. You need to make sure. I totally understand that, but I will tell you something else. Freedom is good, because you need to. This is a lot of us make this mistake. You need to be gaining more business. You're slowing yourself down from gaining more business, and I will argue that some people and some chefs wait too long to hire staff where they can't handle the amount of workload. So you could honestly say now, a couple weeks in, if you would have had somebody training with you, even though it cost you money, you would have been able to make more money, because you had to push pause.
Because I would have had staff.
You had to push pause on the orders coming in, which ultimately,
Brandon, I'm hard-headed on this one goal, Brandon. Just the one goal.
I'm not. Listen, I
just want to win the one goal,
bro. It's your dream. It's your baby. The only thing that I am is a chef that knows how to run businesses. That give you 2 cents. I'm going to shoot you straight. I'm not going to fucking lie to you.
I know.
Ultimately, it's your LLC. At the end of the day, I don't have any ownership in it. I'm just going to say, hey, no, honestly, that's stupid. You should hire somebody, but you can do whatever you want at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's why we be vibing. Because
I feel
ultimately,
you.
You're not going to.
I feel you.
You're not going to take. Look. Us as chefs, we're our own biggest critics. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, this brings up a good point. I want to talk about this. We're gonna get off. We're gonna get off the restaurant topic, but I want to close this conversation. I want to put a quotation on it. If you're a chef out there, or if you're an up and coming sous chef, chef de cuisine, you do not need to wait to be an executive chef to open a restaurant. Okay, sorry, you do not need it. You don't need that title, bro. You can be a well-trained sous chef or a well-trained chef de cuisine. Or a well-trained executive sous chef, and you can start exploring on what that looks like. Because trust me when I tell you, it's very, they don't, when you open a restaurant, they're not asking, were you an executive chef before this? No, they're asking, where did you work?
Yeah.
That's it.
Correct.
So what's really important.
Have you done this before? Yes.
And listen, if you have any questions on, anything having to do with the restaurant business, please feel free to DM myself or Casey. We both have experience in this area, corporate and fine dining. And what's really important is I think it's a good idea to get advice from somebody who's done it before. All I'm going to say. But now let's go into the next subject. So I got a ton of DMs, and everybody forwarded me this other creator's video. Okay. And what I want to talk about is recipes on the internet. And
got it.
And I don't know why people get so bent out to shape of like it stemmed from
If somebody don't give the recipes, is that what you're saying?
From copying other people's recipes. And it's like, dude, who cares?
Oh, got it.
Who cares? Like not giving creators credit, like and the video does better. Like, bro, I'm sorry. I don't know why people get so hung up on this. Nobody on this planet and now in 2022 has invented a recipe. All right. Unless it's stupid, like chicken wings with, red food dye. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, that's not a recipe. That's stunt food. But here's a good example. I don't know if you can pull up Tim Clovers. You know Tim Clovers?
I do.
Yeah. Pull up his page.
Are we checking him out,
and then go to he made a sous vide chuck roast, right? Like I did. But for everybody that's watching,
you want chuck roast, the sous vide one?
Yeah, the chuck roast sous vide. So for everybody that's watching and listening, I made a 24-hour sous vide chuck steak, right? And it went viral. I think it has like 1.1 million views or whatever. And the thing is there was two or three other creators that mimicked this technique.
New York strip or a ribeye. Season it up with the seasonings you see on your screen. Put it in one of those vacuum sealed bags. Seal it up, and we're going to put it in the immersion circulator, and we're going to cook it in the sous vide method at 130 degrees for 24 hours. Click the link in my bio, and you can see models I have on Amazon. So I pulled it out.
Now go to my page. Yeah, there you go. Achieve by cooking sous vide. This is a piece of chuck. And I'm going to cook it for 24 hours at 55 degrees Celsius. And you could only achieve this temperature and texture by cooking sous vide. What happens is it's break down the connective tissues. If you notice, I posted this. Yeah. So look, so what I'm saying to everybody is like, and this is a public service announcement. I do not take credit for any like if I have a recipe on my page and you make it without crediting me, I don't care. Like do what you want to do. And then like the fact that people got so hung up about Chef Tim making this, they literally are saying that he's copying me, and I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Do you think I created this technique? No. No. You know where I learned this technique from? The Modernist Cuisine book.
Modernist Cuisine.
This is not.
You know where they got that from? The Roux brothers. So it's like it's been passed down for like fucking 40 years, bro. It's fine.
So it doesn't matter if I like this is just because I make it on my page. I make a little 40-second video that goes viral. That like, bro, the sous vide technique is not my technique, my guy. I literally I didn't even pay attention to it until I got like the 5th DM. Like, oh, this chef is copying you. I'm like, copying me? Like, how? And then so I literally reply back like, hey, this is not my recipe.
Yeah.
Oh, well, who's the original creator? We need to tag the original creator. And I'm like, Modernist Cuisine? Like, and also the Roca brothers. The Roca brothers do this technique too.
Yeah.
But I think and then here's another one, Chef Genevieve, who had to post a damn apology video, which was hilarious. But she made a potato pave, right? And let me tell you something. The layered potato dish is not new. Okay. There was another creator that made this.
It's been a while.
And it was so funny because I was laughing in my head. Like, she's like, listen, I hate to tell you guys, but this technique is not a new technique. This creator did not originate this technique. This technique is classic French. It was made a long time ago. It's classically used in all French restaurants. And it's, and it's called potato pave, and it's layered potatoes cut into a square and fried. And it's so true. I remember being at Cafe Boulud, like making potatoes pave, like in a hotel pan and cutting them out.
Yeah, fuck that.
Everybody,
I don't ever want to hear that word ever again.
But that's what I'm saying. And it's so funny because like, it's like this creator that had the other video go viral, they didn't create this dish. This dish is, you know what I'm saying? And just because they posted on their page doesn't make it theirs. And so I think what's really important and what I want to drive home is, so anyway, Chef Genevieve says, hey, I want to apologize, but like, hey, I'm not stealing from this other creator. This dish is actually this. And then she goes into explaining it. But the younger generation doesn't really understand. They don't get it. They think because they see it on TikTok, it's an original recipe. And I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck no. So anyway, all I'm going to say
Google's
is
free.
Straight up. There is not one thing I can think of. Like here's a good example. I'm going to make an Oreo milkshake in the next couple days with some raw cream.
Someone has made it 60 years ago.
Of course. No, this is not an original chef authorized recipe, my guy. Like,
I
don't know, Casey. I don't know if like you feel the same way, but like, bro, I do not care if somebody wants to use my technique.
I don't care.
And it's not my technique. Please feel free. I want you to be a better cook. I want you to be a better chef. Like, that's why I love the I don't want to plug them again, but the app that I love the most that I pretty much work for.
Yes. Granda.
I love this app because all these chefs share their techniques. And listen, I find joy and happiness in remaking other chefs' recipes, because it's like, okay, I want to know how they're thinking about this, and trust me,
you get to learn it.
And guess what? They reach out to me and they say, hey, thank you, chef. You did such a better job. You know why? Because I got better video skills than them. You know what I mean? And voiceover skills. And some chefs just can't get over that. So basically, like now I have, like, when I create their recipe, then we become a connection, and that makes me feel really good. Like, now I've gotten to meet and talk to multiple chefs via DMs across the world. And I think that's amazing. But like, just because I'm creating their dish doesn't mean I'm copying them. There's multiples where I didn't put their name in the description at all. But the thing is like, we share recipes as chefs. It's not proprietary. You know what I mean? Like, So
there's only some things that are proprietary.
Yeah. So look,
like
chef,
mixes
chef,
or
bro,
some bullshit, but like unnecessary.
Dude, like Chef Tim Clovers and I were friends on TikTok. Dude, I'll be honest. Like, it doesn't matter. I didn't even know that, like, I don't like, for some reason he doesn't show up on my feed as much. But like, I didn't know until I got the massive amount of freaking tags and DMs. But like, it doesn't bother, like, who cares? Like, and I don't think that was his intention either. And the funny thing is, the same thing happened when Chef John Kung just posted the Chuck sous vide.
The Chuck roast. Yeah, Chuck roast.
Dude, it's a technique that I didn't fucking invent it, man. Like, just because I posted first, that doesn't mean shit. That doesn't matter. Like, I literally talk in the video about how this is my favorite way to cook Chuck. Like, this is my favorite way to use the sous vide technique. And I talk about this process and procedure. That doesn't make it my recipe, and that now that other people can steal it. No, man, come on, guys. Like, let's be honest here. But I know that I just know the internet just wants drama.
Yeah, I think it's all accreditation too. I think I think it stems from. I think it's most specifically for art. Like, if you think about it, a lot of people would rip that. I get it. That's a whole. That's a separate mentality over it. Cooking, been out for hundreds, thousands of years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's. Oh my God! Come on, people.
Here's a good example. If I cook a slab of ribs and I put barbecue sauce on them, like, who's gonna take credit for that? Get the fuck out of here, right? It's the same thing with the chuck roast, man. And here I am trying to fight an argument that I'm never gonna win because these people just want drama. And I'm like,
they're not,
But I'm like, listen. Stop tagging me. Don't DM me about this, because it's not like, this is not, I don't like, it's
unnecessary.
If I do a 64-degree egg and I post it, right? That's not my technique, man. I learned that a long time ago, my guy. Right. Yeah. And then it's like, if you were to go like, okay, if I were to make your poached ramen eggs, right? And let's say we post a video, 3 days apart, right? Dude, everybody knows how to do the poached 6-minute ramen egg, bro. Like, this is no new news.
It's not a big deal.
And guess what? KC? You don't give a fuck who invented it. You're going to post it.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who invented it. I'm not going to sit here and thumb through the book and see who was the original creator. No, we all do the 6-minute egg, man, and soak them in soy sauce.
Silly.
So anyway, for everybody out there that's listening to this podcast, please, for the love of God, for the love of things is all holy, okay? Chefs really don't care if you mimic if you take we share our recipes and our procedures and our techniques to be able to help other people. Like, I never take credit for anything that I develop. Like, I worked at Wolfgang Puck for a long time, and there are a lot of recipes and things that I developed while during my tenure there that they still use, and that the catering chef still uses when we worked with him. Like, bro, I had this one thing I made. It was called a Parmesan Churro, and it was delicious. And it was literally churro batter, and you hit it in the fryer, and there's no pat de choux involved. It's really easy. It comes together.
Oh,
I took the pat de choux out of it, and I just made it like a quick batter, like a biscuit batter with an egg.
Yeah.
And then you just squiggle it in the fryer, and then it comes out in this cool shape, but it's crispy. It's really nice. And they still use this technique. They use this technique, and they love it. They use it for a garnish, and it adds that extra oomph to a dish. Now, Is this my original recipe? Then yes, I would say. But like the fact that other chefs want to write it down and they want to use it, dude, I feel honored. And everybody else needs to stop this trying to cancel people for, cooking on the internet, man. It's just ridiculous. Yeah.
It's just cooking. Boy. Just relax.
Yeah.
The ramen that I serve, I haven't formulated this. This is from somebody else from hundreds of years ago.
Yeah. And like, but the thing is, I think KC, there's so many outlets you can take. You could also like make a dry package for the house, like a to-go, like chilled package. So have the pork belly chilled, the noodles like par blanched or instified, right? So you have like a par cooked noodle that's kind of like rehydrated, or it could be wet. Who cares? If you have it, in some sort of, or if you I don't know, maybe if you had it like par blanched and then in some sort of like salted solution or seasoned solution that'll help preserve it, dude, there's tons of way you can go, because they have it at Costco now, where you have the fresh ramen ready to go, where you just cook everything.
I know.
I have yet to try that.
Chang has his whole fucking line of dried ramen goods, like packs already, like amazing. So yeah, again, recipes are not ours, from Brandon and I to everybody else. Okay, this is, nobody owns these shits. And it's just techniques that we learned over the years, been formulated by everybody else. It's okay.
And I want to say that if there's anything on my page that you find value to, or that you find like you want to recreate it, but you're scared to post it because you think I'm going to say something, dude, don't, please, for the love of God. I love it when people, you don't even have to tag me. If it brings you value in your life, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to offer you value. Okay. Social media is not my main source of income. It is just something I'm doing to build my personal brand, the Chef Authorized brand. And I think what's really important is like, dude, come on, man. I say a lot of things on the internet, man. I say a lot, and I mean a lot, and I cook a lot. And like, the thing is I want to share that with everybody. I would never, ever, ever, even if somebody blatantly copied a recipe of mine, like my grandma's biscuits or whatever, dog, that's another thing. You know how many downloads were on that recipe? Multiples, bro. Over 100 downloads.
Really?
On that recipe.
Oh, shit.
I'm so happy about it. Like, hey, try this technique. It's like a mix between puff pastry and biscuits. It's just my take as a chef. This is what I learned. Yeah. And I think that's important, man. I think it's important. But
very important.
I got to get back into the fine dining aspect of it, man. I'm dying. I got to get back into like. That's
okay. You're just jonesing for. I know you.
I hate to say it, but like, I'm not gonna lie. I've been running Casey, I've been doing an analytic challenge, right? So like, and I'm not gonna lie, the ones that perform good are the stupid entertainment videos, like the onion rings and chicken wings. Like, they're just,
I know,
and it is what it is. So that's what I kind of have to transition into. But I'm kind of just being ego driven, So
this is you being strapped to the stove.
Yep.
Not wanting to hire somebody.
Yeah. Oh, well, that part about it. No, I'm saying like me not wanting to go with the algorithm and what sells, right?
I know.
So a lot of chefs in restaurants, we will put on the menu what we want to eat, like squab legs with, creamy polenta and air dried whatever. And like the thing is ultimately somebody just wants a half chicken on mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
That's what I need to do for TikTok.
Most of the time.
That's what I need to do for
TikTok. With a brown sauce.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have gravy?
And they call it
bitch, we have demi-glace, okay?
Yeah. Do you have ketchup?
Crazy.
Oh,
what else
my
we
goodness.
need to cover, man? That was pretty invigorating.
I think that was pretty much it. Nothing too crazy for this week, Again, the summer, I should say spring around the corner. I'm very excited right now because now I have garlic chives, like the full bloomed ones.
Yeah.
The bowl that I've been making is this is the part that's missing of it, and it gives the other level that I've always wanted it to be. So now whoever's going to get the next bowls, this will be its prime, I should say, with the garlic chives, with the bulbs and shit in it. So hopefully that transitions well, and then nothing too crazy, man.
Yeah.
Are we should we
Anyway, y'all know where to follow us. We're gonna put a little more emphasis into now trying to promote this a little more. I'm gonna try to do it on my socials and make sure everybody's following. But the one thing I wanted to touch on and I didn't plug was my new series that I think will bring a ton of people value. Casey, I'm so happy about this. So if you made it this far in this podcast,
you're releasing it every Friday.
Every Friday at noon. Yeah. And everybody, please go to my YouTube, subscribe. I've got a series on there of culinary basics, foundations. Literally, I am your instructor, and I think it's really important. It's making me tighten up on my culinary skills, but ultimately, I want to keep it. I want to keep it going. I'm super happy. I've put in, $6,000 to $7,000 of my own money trying to make this happen to help the younger generation.
Hell yeah!
And I think it's really important that, hey, listen, I'm putting my own money into this, and it costs you nothing. It costs you nothing.
Yeah.
What I
free.
want to do, my goal is to create a community of chefs that I can help place into restaurants with my following, and also give them the basic foundations of what it takes to be a chef. The difference between tuna and salmon, like things that are basic. So if you are an upcoming culinarian, if you're an upcoming chef, if you are a avid home cook, then this series is for you. It costs you nothing. Go over to my YouTube channel, type in Brandon Dearden, or if you go to any of my socials, you can see it. Link will be in the bio. But check it out for sure. Free value. Download the episodes, share the episodes. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. I'll make sure all the links will be down below, so you guys can check them out. But every Friday at noon, Brandon's new episode will launch. I'm excited to see it. It's been a while since it's
going to be dope. I want to release them all, but I have 10 episodes in the queue right now. I took a lot of time to film these. A lot of back and forth with my editors. And listen, it's been hard, man. It's really hard to try to explain your vision to somebody who doesn't fucking cook at all, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is a lot of people nowadays are visual learners, so the B-roll is professional. Yeah,
get there. Hell yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. So again, nothing too crazy from us. We'll check in next week, but other than that though, peace.